welcome back to my channel. Today we're checking out some more Pirate Warriors 4. Gonna be checking out the DLC characters again, kinda just go over my overall thoughts on the DLC, my favorite characters of the DLC, and what I'm hoping for maybe the next DLC and going forward. I also still haven't managed to bought the Yamato and Koby missions yet, but I still do plan on doing that whenever I get the money to. And I can just spend a bit extra. So that will be cool whenever I can get to that. But for now, we're just going to go over the characters and how they play and whatnot. And me personally, I'm loving all the characters. I have little to no problem with any of them. Yeah, like, pretty much no problem. There's a couple things I would have wanted in the characters that we didn't get. But they're not really things I fully expected to get, because part of it were manga moves for Shanks and Koby. So that was like almost not guaranteed to happen, so kind of to come expected, but I would have liked that. Other than the other thing, I think Uta, I would have liked if she had a bit more moves like Brooke, where she could control people or put them to sleep with her music. And I also wish she had a top musica, a super attack, which would just be really badass, because she doesn't have that at all in her moveset, which is a bit lackluster in some aspects, because I'm pretty sure I haven't played any of the One Piece mobile games, but from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure one of the games, I think Grand Cruise or something like that, has a Uta that attacks with top musica. I could be wrong though. The only mobile game I play is Bleach Brave Souls, and I play it on my console, so it's not even really exactly a mobile game to me anymore. I wouldn't really be playing it just on my phone. I did play Legends, like Dragon Ball Legends, for a long time, but gacha games take a toll on you, and I usually would rather not play them. The main reason I play Bleach Brave Souls, is because there's not really any Bleach games. In One Piece and like Dragon Ball and stuff, I do have console games, like multiple versions of them. So there's less of a reason for me to crave just a Bleach or like a game in general, and willing to actually play a mobile game. Which is always a shame, because I think mobile games could be like 20 times better than they actually are, but just the way they're structured and monetized just really takes away from the actual gameplay of games, especially when everything is a gacha game now. This video will also probably be on the longer end, because I think I have like nearly 40 minutes of footage or something like that, so I'll cut it down a bit. But overall, I do want to go through all the maps I played with the characters, so I can kind of go over them a little bit. And starting with Koby here, actually kind of surprised me. I thought he would be decent, and I didn't think he would be bad, but I didn't think I would like playing him that much. I thought he'd be like kind of like buggy and like Capone, and I can't think of who else. I think it was Moria in Pirate Warriors 3. The characters that like attack with minions are cool, but I've never personally found them that like fun to play. But I actually like how they did Kobe's, and some of their super attacks and stuff I just like, and I like how it looks and plays, and it feels very good. And he also seems really strong. Like, it seems like he just crushes enemies pretty easily, doesn't have too much of a trouble. I also really like his evasive move, which just breaks guards if you use it properly. It's very useful. And it's kind of hard for me to say who is stronger between Shanks and Koby, because I haven't played him that much, and I don't really min-max perks or skill points or anything like that very well. I kind of just use what I enjoy playing with and don't really worry about getting the maximum damage out of characters or anything. So I don't know for sure, but Koby seems very strong. And then Shanks is also pretty damn strong, but for what I was expecting, Koby plays really well. And, like, there's a lot of different ways you can attack with his combos. He has pretty long combos because he's a speed type. I believe it's speed type anyways, the one that, yeah, I think so anyways. And multiple of his super attacks look good. Like, the ones where I don't have, like, all of them equipped that I like on this one, but I like this one. And then I'm also a big fan of the one I have in my triangle, which is, like, the one where he does a kick down. And then he, like, blasts from all directions. But there's also the one where he shoots, like, cannonballs up in the air, and then he, like, kicks them down, and that one's pretty good. Like, he has a good selection of moves. I also like, you can see, with how I'm playing right now, I have his, like, pre-times, or, like, his, yeah, I guess pre-time skip. I think he has a different outfit after then. Outfit. So you can actually, he came with an outfit, which is rare. Even though it is something that's, like, built into the game, so I'd be mad if they didn't include it. But I am happy they did, because it is a fucking One Piece, or not a One Piece game, an anime game, and they do some stupid decisions sometimes. But I'm glad they gave him his outfit, and that's also, I realized today, when I was thinking about it, that gives me some hope that for when we get young Garp in the next DLC pack, he will have his, like, normal, like, old Garp model be available as one of his outfits. I think it would make perfect sense if that's how they did it. So that's pretty hype if we do get that, because I do like the idea of playing young Garp, but at the same time, like, sometimes when you're playing the character, you want to play, like, the most, like, recent version, or, like, current day character. Sometimes you don't always want to play, like, someone that's in a flashback or something like that. But it is whatever, and I'll still be happy if we just having a new Garp playable, considering we don't have one in this game. But I am happy that Koby got his outfit, and I like, yeah, I have little complaints about it. I also like that his full force burst, when you activate it, you kind of get a bit of AoE damage around you, and it, like, clears enemies away from you a little bit. It's very useful if you're, like, taking damage and you have it available. You can kind of save yourself from some damage. But his, like, air moves, scram moves, everything feel very good. I also like the way that for him they combine, like, the 6 bath powers included with, like, the Marines, and, like, I don't know, it makes just cool, like, combos, and it kind of, like, gives you, like, a Marine to play that feels like kind of like almost the general Marine experience. So I think he's overall just a very cool character, fun to play. I like his smash attack, is it's just like a firing line. It's a very cool finisher when you get people low, and then you can just finish them off with, like, a firing line. There is also, like, the whole thing built into him where he, like, builds up his, like, pink aura around him, and then the Marines he throws out, instead of being, like, low-level Marines, they, like, upgrade and then they turn into, like, giants, and you get, like, better combos, which I do like. It's a cool little gimmick, and I think his gimmick is much more useful than for, say, like, Uta's, where she, like, places stuff on the ground and then explodes it. I find him just overall a bit more fluent playing, I would say. I do definitely like all the characters, though, and I have, like, I don't know, it's hard to pick my favorite, because I love One Piece characters so much, but I do really like Uta's play style. It would be nice. I do agree with people that she does feel a little bit weak. I like how she plays, though, and I just noticed that it takes me usually longer to beat levels, and occasionally I don't S-rank them, which doesn't really matter considering I've already S-ranked everything in the game, and, like, done everything in the game. It's more so I just, like, play to do combos and stuff I like, and I don't really worry about maxing out on the map or anything anymore. I just kind of do whatever the fuck I want. Enjoy it. I really hope though the next pack, the next like missions it gives alongside of it is something pretty unique. Because this game would benefit so much more if they had some more game modes in it. Like, even just some simple stuff they could add in, I feel. Because it's a shame how little I play it compared to how much I like it and like enjoy the combat and stuff. It's just the way Muso games go in general, I find. But I have got like, oh, I think probably over 200 hours in it at least by now. Even, well, it was not entirely by choice in Pirate Warriors 3, but I had a ton of hours in that one because the Platinum Trophy is like 10 times more annoying because you have to deal with RNG and then also just like level up so much allies and stuff. Whereas this one, like, by the time you beat the game, I think you're almost done. I think you just have to like get money and it's like one other trophy. But we are on Shanks now, and he feels like the most like visually strong character. I don't know if he's actually stronger than Koby, but the way his moves look and the hockey and stuff all feels very good. I like how he has the thing where he can build up the length of his sword and get increased like range and stuff. His super attacks I really like. I think I like more than the like original Shanks that we have. So it's pretty much like a pure upgrade for me in terms of a Shanks. I also don't think I did it when I was playing, but I also love how his emote is the hockey walk from Pirate Warriors 3, from when and in One Piece. It's when he's on Whitebeard's ship, but it's just so awesome. I like that attack quite a bit. This one is also pretty dope. That's not what I thought it was. The one where he like picks him up and then does a like red slash. I also don't have it equipped, and it's not like a super good move, I don't think. This is what I was talking about. But the one where he like lights a fire with his sword and then does like a slash attack. I do like the look of that one a lot, but it just doesn't like go on my build at the moment. Like these are the ones I kind of more prefer. But he just seems strong, and it feels like he builds his moves up so fast. I do have the skill that builds them faster, but like you can just go ham with him. He's also a very fast character, especially compared to the other two in this pack. Koby's pretty fast, and then Uta's slower, but Shanks feels really fast. Oh yeah, this is the map where I was wandering around and whatnot. I'm gonna cut around here to save some bit of time on the video. I've fallen down now to Mr. 2. Yeah, this map is a bit annoying at times. I kind of hate like the multi-level maps at times. It's usually not too hard to find your way around. It's just like a lot of extra walking around, and if you like make one wrong turn, you gotta like go all the way around and whatnot. But I don't even remember what we were actually talking about. I think it was about how fast Shanks feels, but he just feels good, and I like how he plays. Like, I don't think pretty much all of his moveset I like. I don't really have any problem with it. Does have the same thing I was thinking with Koby, where I wanted his most recent attack in the manga to be a move, which, I mean, that's just on me for wanting too much, I think, because usually manga stuff doesn't really get included in anime games, except for Jump Force. Jump Force has stuff that like Bleach hasn't even covered in the anime yet, like on the new 1000 Year Blood War arc, because been over for so long when that game came out. They just used like, I think for all the stuff I say that, but there's also some characters that weren't recent, but for the most part most of the characters were their most recent forms in all the games. I actually liked Jump Force more than the average person. Like, I liked it enough to get the Platinum Trophy for it, even though it was a bit of a bitch to do. But, I don't know. I kind of liked the combat in it, and a lot of I like just the crossover anime games, and I was like a big fan of like playing all the different characters. It also got me to watch like a ton more anime. I forget if I think I might have bought Jump Force before I even was into One Piece, because it was at least before I met Law, because Law was my favorite One Piece character from playing Jump Force, because he was such a badass in that game, and then I ended up actually loving his character. I was a bit worried because I liked him so much from playing that game and his like design and stuff. I was worried that when I got to the show, he was gonna be a really shit character I wasn't gonna like, but he's pretty much everything I like about a character. And then it's weird that game like doesn't. I guess it's hard to do Shanks in games like that, but Jump Force had a lot of weird decisions with its cast of characters from all the games. I feel like some of the like DLCs, especially, it's like, oh, why did you choose that character? Some of them like made sense, like Law from One Piece made sense. I think we got I forget who else we got. Don't really remember. It's been forever since I've sat and actually played Jump Force. I think I played like once or twice before the servers got shut down or whatever, but I wasn't too crazy sad they were getting down. It's not like something I played all the time. I just enjoyed it enough, and it's a decent couch co-op game. It's not too hard to play or anything. Although there is some mechanics that are a bit aggravating if you don't know about them early on. But we are on Uta now, which is our technique character from this pack so far. I can't remember if the first pack had a technique character, but her gimmick's somewhat good. It's definitely, I feel like, takes away from her character a little bit. I feel like she wouldn't have had it. She would have been a better, or not better, I mean stronger character. Better is very opinion based, but I do love the look of all her moves and stuff. I like her basic combos a lot. Some people have problems with how slow she is. I do notice that I get caught in some attacks, but I feel like it's not too bad. I also have a bit of a weird build on this time, because I don't have the Sky Knight armor on, and I have like two of the really quick acting, like low level super attacks. Which one of them was actually a mistake. I thought it was something else. This one, because this one just rains down stuff that you can explode with your triangle. It's not awful, but it definitely isn't as good as some of the other ones. The biggest issue, I think, is her one move. I don't know if I just don't understand it perfectly, but her like forward like flower move that like sends a flower forwards, I find has a bad hitbox on it. Like, it's hard to hit at times. Like, occasionally an enemy will be like slightly out of the way, and then they don't get hit by it, and then you just wasted it. She also has this move, which is just a basic combo, but I really like it, even though it's not like super good or anything. I just really enjoy the movement on it, and I like how she like picks it up and swirls it around and stuff, and flying on the keynotes. But Uta definitely is as flashy as I wanted her to be. Pretty much the only thing is like she doesn't have grand whatchamacallit, top musica. I don't know why I said grand. Too much anime in my brain. There's like fucking 25 series I'm watching at the moment because this season is stacked. There's stuff airing from last season still. Just so much anime. Boggles my mind a little bit. That's partially why I haven't been uploading. Also just lazy. And like I got out the like original 3 DLC videos about each character, and not too bad of a time frame. I think it was one each day. And then I kind of just was sitting there, started doing other things. I also started watching someone's playthrough of Witcher 3 on YouTube, which so that's like a ton of content I'm watching in my spare time. But that's partially because I was craving to play. I put in my disc and I forgot my PS4 disc reader doesn't work. And Witcher 3 is like one of my favorite games ever, and it's also one of the only games I have on disc. So I can't even play it, which is super annoying, but it is what it is. I've played it like 3 times fully, so it does just save me time, and I can focus on watching like other anime and playing other games. Because I do have a ton of stuff downloaded that I haven't played, but I've kind of just been like, I don't know, ever since I started uploading videos more consistently, it's made me like put off playing some games so I can like record them while I'm doing it. I also kind of want to like update how I record videos and edit and stuff, because doing it on the PS4 is subpar at best, and there's a lot of things I would love to do that I can't really do. Plus, a lot of anime games block scenes, which is really annoying. I haven't checked yet, and I hope it doesn't, but I bought the Made in Abyss anime game like quite a while ago, and I want to do a video on that because I haven't touched it yet. And I really loved Made in Abyss. Like, the second season was also good, but I really loved the first season. And that type of world is kind of like the type of shit I find really interesting. So overall, it's just a unique world, and I'm just surprised that it honestly has a game. And I don't think it's like the best game ever, but I would love to check it out and maybe do a couple videos on it and show my like playthrough on it. I also have the Berserk Musou game, which I'm putting off playing because I'm waiting until I like reread Berserk, because I like only ever read a little bit, and that was like 6 years ago. So I want to like properly read it. I have watched like the old anime series. I haven't watched like the CG Berserk anime, but like the old anime I've watched. But I know that cut some stuff out, and it doesn't go very far into the series. So I would rather not be like spoiled on a ton of stuff by a game. So I'm waiting on that. And then honestly, I don't think I have too much else downloaded that I haven't checked out yet. I think I have the... Oh, what's that series called? I have to take a look, but it was Little Witch Academy, is what I was thinking of. I have that game as well. It's like, I'm pretty sure like a side-scroller beat 'em up. I just haven't went into it yet. But I was actually pretty excited for that, because I think they have like properly made like cutscenes or something, like that are animated. And it like has a new character or something, and like kind of explores some stuff. And I did love that series, but it's kind of went down on my rankings as like some more recent like fantasy shows have come out, especially now. Like right now, we're like getting peak fantasy like so often, and it's great. And I'm freaking there's oh my god, there's so many games and animes and stuff, or so many anime I would love to get games and just have never gotten one before. And like, I don't know, I feel like I wish the anime game developers weren't I don't want to say lazy, but lazy is pretty much what it is they take a lot of shortcuts, and I guess it's usually because I think the games get small teams and are kind of rushed out and not really like, I feel like because they have an IP behind them, they're just gonna sell well anyways, so they don't get quite as much effort put into them as some of them should at times. But I would love like to get some like top tier anime games that are like not just good anime games, but like really good games. Which I know a lot of people personally have problems with Xenoverse 2, but Xenoverse 2 is one of my favorite games I've ever played before. The combat is so fun to me, like so fun, like more than most games. And I know that's like not a very popular thing. My literally only problem with Xenoverse mostly is just how laggy it is online, and like the netcode and whatnot. I do definitely think they should be doing like for raids and stuff like that. They should be including better rewards and new rewards instead of just like the same old shit. And like the TP shop should be getting new items and stuff like that. And like we should be getting updates. Like the tails should be moving. Be that something that's already in the game on like GT Goku. So just like add those mechanics to the tail and whatnot. There's just a lot of tiny things like that that could use an update. And I would prefer an update over a new game, honestly, because I feel like if we got a new game, we would just get its own problems. And like, I would just still appreciate a new game because I think the story is pretty dog shit in the Xenoverse games. Like, it's not really a strong suit of it, and I think it could be good, honestly, because it is not doesn't have to be canon. You can do like not shit that's not like just following the timeline. Because I think like Kakarot's biggest problem was that it was just playing through the story, and then you couldn't do anything after. Like there's a lot of fun shit in that game, but you just couldn't do it because it's like you beat the game and then you're over leveled, and every fight is just like ends in 2 punches, and it's like there's no like versus mode or like local co-op, or like you can't fight against like bots in like an arena or something like that. That's one thing I really loved about One Piece Unlimited World Red. It was the updated version or whatever that I played, like the most recent version of it. But there was actually a lot to do in that game. Like, the combat wasn't like the most crazy thing in the world, but it was enjoyable enough, and there was like a Coliseum mode in that game. You could play through the story, and it did like kind of like recap some areas of the game, but at the same time we got like a boss fight then like original characters and stuff like that, which I remember liking that boss a lot, and like the final like interaction with them was really cool. And like also Luffy's like game only outfit in that, where he's like the captain's outfit, where he has like the captain's cloak and stuff, which he actually, or like the cape type thing that all the captains, or a ton of them have anyways. People like Whitebeard and whatnot, and Shanks. But Luffy actually got one of those in Wano, which I was so hyped when I got to the part, and he like switched back to like basically his original outfit, but then he has the cape, and it's like that's all I've wanted Luffy to be wearing pretty much. Because I know he got one in one of the openings a long time ago, but it was never an outfit he actually wore before. So that was a cool thing that was in the game as well. But it just had like a cool boss fight, and like the guy had like a cool devil fruit. It was like a vampire devil fruit, and it was just, there was actually felt like there was a lot to the game. I know a lot of it, like I don't think the Coliseum mode was in the base game when it came out, so that is like basically just like added DLC. But it was cool, and like platinum in that game was, I remember enjoying it quite a lot. So I'm pretty happy that we're getting like more missions and more mission types in Pirate Warriors 4 with this pack. But it's just pretty dumb that they didn't include it if like the packs you buy. Like it shouldn't be something you have to buy separately, in my opinion, because they're mostly just reskins of maps with objectives added onto them. And like it's not the craziest like insane thing that they need to just milk us for money for. Whereas like they also like added the new soul maps or whatever in, where you can get like more skill points and like upgrade your skills and whatnot to be better. But it's like such a ridiculous amount that you need to spend on it that it's a bit almost like impossible to do unless you have the DLC missions. So I just hope that like the next mission is something a bit more unique and they do some cool stuff with it. And I'm also just honestly wondering if we're gonna get more DLC at this point. I would not be opposed to it at all. Like, I'll spit out a couple extra bucks for some more content in this game, but it does. I would hope it would be at least a bit higher quality than just like same maps that we already have with just barely anything new on it. Because I don't think any of them have like new maps. Like I think the Yamato mission just used the Wano map, and I'm not sure about Kobe's. I think his is like kind of random, so I'm not sure. But I don't think they made like a One Piece Red map or anything, which would be cool if they added like more maps with the DLC selection that could be added into the rotation for like anywhere. That would be pretty cool. Added like new enemy types or something. Stuff like that would be cool. Because I feel like they could do stuff where they have like not just human fighters, but like have like giant like animals or something as well. Like this Pirate Warriors 3 kind of had that with like the lupins or lapons. I don't know, the giant rabbits from Drum Island. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. And stuff like that. And like the game I was talking about earlier, One Piece Unlimited World or whatever, it had like giant like T-Rexes and like just like a bunch of different animals and stuff that you could fight, and it was pretty cool. And it'd be cool for like diversity in all the maps and a bit of the gameplay, not just be fighting like the same characters all the time. Kind of get a bit of change up, and so it'd be definitely cool if we got stuff like maps included with the DLC. But overall, I am enjoying this DLC. I'm glad that we're getting it because it's, as I've said like probably 10 times by now on these videos, that I just really was never expecting us to get DLC for this game. So I'm just so hyped, and the new characters are very fun. I think Uta's my favorite looking. I think Shanks is probably the strongest in my opinion, and then Kobe's like really fun to play. Like his gameplay and like gimmicks and stuff, I like how they did them. They did them pretty well. So that'll be pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and keep out for look out for more videos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.